着微风，仰望着天空，心中的热情正在蠢蠢欲动，享受着平静，脚踩着大地，相信的力量，准备付诸实行。
无私奉献成就大众的需要，我想要散播欢喜和微笑，跨出这一步，你我都做得到。
It's a prayer for teachers.
Ay, may nagaya ka
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang mag-ibig, telos ng sinakanan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa mandulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagatang tutok sa simoy at sa langit kong bangaw, ay hinatang tulad, awit sa paglayang minamahal, ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iingin, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang ay di magdidinig, luman ang araw ng walhagin pagsingkap, buhay langit sa piling mo. Aming bigaya na pagkay mga amin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
A prayer for our teachers by Venerable Master Hsing Yun. O great compassionate Buddha, today your disciples come before you to offer gratitude to our teachers, for it is their efforts, teachings, and guidance that enable us to gain knowledge and skills. It is their guidance towards the right path that enables us to nurture our understanding and wisdom. We therefore vow to strive forward and progress diligently to repair the great dedications our teachers have shown in teaching us. We also vow to do all we can and make contributions to society to repair our teachers' kindness. O great compassionate Buddha, all teachers are like candles. Their radiance light to illuminate students. All teachers are like lotus flowers that emit sweet palms to benefit students. They regard the achievements of students as their personal glory. They regard the contributions of students as their personal pride. They regard the advancements of students as their personal joy. They regard the endeavors of students as their personal motivation. O great compassionate Buddha, how could we possibly begin to repair our teachers for the great benevolence they have bestowed upon us? How could we possibly begin to thank our teachers for their lofty status and exalted teachings? By praying to you, Buddha, may we transfer the merits of all of our accomplishments to our teachers and parents. May those who are still alive be at ease and all their wishes fulfilled. May those who are deceased have increased merit and be reborn in the land of Amitabha Buddha. Wherever our teachers and parents are, may they be aware of our insignificant accomplishments and be filled with delight and comfort. O great compassionate Buddha, education is the cradle that fosters talent. Education is the foundation that a society is built upon. We pray to you to support all teachers with your great power. May they embody your wise skills of adopting instructions to individual abilities. May they embody your ideas of balancing practice and understanding. May they embody your compassionate model of not neglecting anyone. May they embody your magnanimous power of respecting both teachers and students. May they be able to understand that what all beings need in education is not pieces of knowledge, but a fortress of eruditions. Is not the dry vines of dogma, but the vibrant gardens of life. Is not an elegant, adorned appearance, but a profound internal spirit. Is not lavish gifts, but the fountain of truth. O great compassionate Buddha, once again, we pray to you to support all teachers with your great power. May they be able to aspire to nurture the talents. May they demonstrate the spirit of teaching without weariness. Through a sound and complete education, may the talent disperse throughout the world. May society be fortunate and peaceful. O great compassionate Buddha, please accept our sincerest prayer. O great compassionate Buddha, please accept our sincerest prayer. Namo Sakyamuni.
Again, auspicious blessings to all, and we do want to extend a warm welcome to the 2023 Three Acts of Goodness Awarding Ceremony Cycle 8. I'm Jermaine.
And I'm Ben.
And we will be your hosts for today's event.
Let's start off by checking in with our DepEd Ed teachers and colleagues. If you are present in today's online gathering, could you please type in the word education?
All right. Thank you very much for your participation. Today is indeed an auspicious day because we are all here to celebrate yet another successful year for all of our teachers and educators who have put a lot of thought into the projects that they want to implement for the betterment of their respective schools and DepEd divisions. Just a quick trip to memory lane, the Three Acts of Goodness Grants Program started out in 2015, providing grants to 15 schools. Now, in our 8th year, we are now giving grants to 300 schools across the 12 DepEd regions. The Tag community is indeed a growing family who helps inspire not only their students, but also each other.
And even though we could not see each other face to face like we used to in the previous awarding cycle, we hope you are still excited as much as we are for what we have in store for you today. Now, let us watch a video in the memory of Venerable Master Hsing Yun's propagation of humanistic Buddhism and how the Three Acts of Goodness inspires many lives.
Proud to be a candle, giving light to a world enshrouded. Proud to be a brush, painting beauty everywhere around, and proud to be a street light shining on the way. Proud to be a book of wisdom, let the truth be all you say, all you say. I vow to be, I vow to be
接着来关心的是雷伊台风重创了菲律宾宿务群岛，像是周边的马克坦岛更是灾情相当的惨重。而近期菲律宾也发起了多次的赈灾活动，送出了大量的物资来进行救援。日前再度出发，这次更是由法师们搭乘着皮艇远赴外海来为亡者们祈福。
是信仰基督教，但是对不同的指点精神表现的淋漓尽致。
To be a flower, bearing fragrance, sweet perfume. Vow to be a cloud, bringing coolness to the summer's bloom. Vow to be a breeze, bringing comfort on the wind. Vow to be a rainbow, bearing beauty from within, from within. I vow to be, I vow to be, I vow to be more than I am. I vow to be, I vow to be more than I am. Vow to be the earth.
Bantar District. Number 12, Bantar. Tunapiatapo, 26, Salvador District.
To formally welcome everyone, I would like to invite Venerable Yongkwang, the head abbess of Foguanshan, Philippines, to give a message to our participants today.
Let's give her a round of applause.
我们各位热爱教育的大家，马干达。
Good mornings to those who have special passions for educations.
我本来很期待这一次可以跟你们面对面交流， 可是因为疫情跟作业，所以今年暂时还不能实体见到你们。
I have always looking forward to meeting you, but yet because of pandemic and because of our operations, that I still meeting you online this year.
我相信我们的交情不是只是那1万块，一个学校1万块，我们的交情是很伟大，因为有星云大师。
I have known that our relations is not just based on the 10,000 school grant peso, but our relations is based on our passions and love for Venerable Master Hsing Yun.
星云大师因为小时候贫穷，所以呢没办法读书，所以他立志于教育，才能翻转贫困孩子的生命。
Venerable Master Hsing Yun was brought up poor in his family, and hence he has always known that education is the only chance to change life and transform a young life.
因为他呢经过战争，所以他立志于世界的和平。
He too has gone through war and conflicts, and hence he understands the value and importance of peace.
他是一个宗教家，他也是教育家，他更是一个和平的使者。
Venerable Master Hsing Yun is an educator. He is a religious leader, and more importantly, he is also a peacekeeper.
那他更创立了三好，留给我们。因为的三好，我们在撒盖的实验学校教区啊，我们发现到实验下来，孩子的品格都整个改变。
Venerable Master Hsing Yun has formulated and advocate 3 acts of goodness: do good deeds, say good words, think good thought. In Sagai City, the divisions has become our trial for practicing and realizing, implementing the 3 acts of goodness. We notice the positive impact that it has brought to the children.
它是一个很好的励志故事，
We
应
have
该可以分享给孩子们。
Venerable Master Hsing Yun is a model for self-education and development, and hence we would like to share his story, his life stories to children.
12岁的出家一个小沙弥，他可以怎么能办到全世界300个道场，徒弟1300个？他怎么做到的？而且他的徒弟来自于28个国家，所以他怎么成功，怎么办到的？
We have always asked the questions, how did Venerable Master Hsing Yun did it? Came from a poor family, renounced, that means having nothing from the family since 12 years old. And yet he had built 300 temples around the world, has guided 1,300 disciple monastic to propagate the Dharma. So we like to know how would have he been doing it?
他永远都是只有一个理念，我就是要当一个和尚，我生生世世都要做和尚。做和尚做什么？他就是关心社会，关心世界。所以呢，他常常在说一句话：我能为这个世界做什么？我能为菲律宾做什么？我能为信徒做什么？我能为学生青年做什么？
Venerable Master Hsing Yun said himself, he said that I'm a very simple monk. I want to care for the society and the world. What can I do for the youth? What can I do for the world? What can I do for teachers?
那我觉得呢，在菲律宾呢，我们也很感谢我们三好学校的大家， 非常努力把星云大师这个三好，其实他已经跨越宗教了。不管你是天主教、基督教，还是回教，三好，这个是每一个人必须要做到的。
I want to thank you, really deeply appreciate your effort in promoting, implementing, and practicing, spread the words of 3 acts of goodness, because 3 acts of goodness is beyond religion, is for people.
那我也很感谢我们的基金会，还有我们的这个佛光会，大家对于这个三好都非常的支持，出钱出力，就是要让我们这个世界变得更美好。
I want to thank the supporter, donors of 3 acts of goodness school grants, because of you and your contributions in time and your effort and the grant that we are making this a better world.
我最想知道的就是你们能跟我说说，你们在当地推广三好，孩子们的改变，你们的成果，你们的绩效。
I'm looking forward, and most thing I love to hear from you is the good news that 3 acts of goodness has brought to you, your life, school, and children.
那不止你们在努力教育上，就是教学孩子，然后让孩子的品格变好。其实佛光山的我们在菲律宾，我们也很努力，那让这个光明大学这些苗子贫困的孩子，这些苗子也成绩辉煌，在这一年。
It's not only that you are working very hard for your pupil. We too here, for Wangsan and Buddhas like international associations, are nurturing the good seeds of Hao Miaozi of Guangming College. We have outstanding report.
那期许我们明年能实体相见，让我们与你分享我们在教育、在苗子的培养、在三好的培训，还有我们大家最期待的大雅台学校的成果与大家分享。
Please allow me to have time to meet you, to see you next year, so that I can share and report to you our work in Guangming College. 大概
明年你会来参加的举手。
I'd like to see your hands. Raise it if you want to be here next year for the awarding ceremony.
好，那我们明年再相见。谢谢大家，谢谢。
I see you next year. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the warm and wonderful message, Venerable Yongguang. Indeed, our teachers work hard in supporting TAG programs and activities in the school and the community itself. At this point, we will facilitate a group photo. So to those who are online, please turn on your cameras and wear your greatest smiles. We would like to invite everyone to please turn on their cameras for our group photo.
Set your conscience free. Let your faith grow within. Believe in your strength. Moving forward, we shall bound. Reaching out to people and offering our hearts. Spreading smiles and happiness around us. We set us behind, you and I together.
At this moment, I would like to invite the school superintendents from 32 divisions for the Memorandum of Agreement signing.
Gracious greetings to all. I extend heartfelt thanks to the late benevolent Master Hsing Yun
As the earth goes spinning round, dancing in the night, there's a new day, a time to make things right. Words and walls which divide us fade into the light. Take a step closer, our future can be bright. Imagine a better world, a new reality. Never wavering or giving up on dreams. Believe our pure heart can mend all that is wrong. Walk hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. I dream of a beautiful place for us all. Walk hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. As the earth goes spinning round, dancing in the night, there's a new day and time to make things right. Words and walls which divide us fade into the light. Take a step closer, our future can be bright. A show of kindness can change the world to inspire us on our path. Never wavering or giving up on dreams. Believe our pure heart can mend all that is wrong. Walk hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. I dream of a beautiful place for us all. Walk hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. Believe our pure heart can mend all that is wrong. Walk hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. I dream of a beautiful place for us all. Walk hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. Believe our pure heart can mend all that is wrong. Walk hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together.
At this moment, I would like to invite Venerable Yongkwang for the Memorandum of Agreement signing.
Together we stand. I dream of a beautiful place for us all. Walk hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. Believe our pure heart can mend all that is wrong. Walk hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. I dream of a beautiful place for us all. Walk hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. Believe our pure heart can mend all that is wrong. Walk hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. I dream of a beautiful place for us all. Walk hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. Believe our pure heart can mend all that is wrong. Walk hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. I dream of a beautiful place for us all. Walk hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. Together we stand. Together we stand.
Thank you so much, Venerable Yongkwang. Now, let us invite Miss Imelda Tabian to give us the 3 acts of goodness overall report. Let's give her a warm round of applause.
Venerable Yongkwang, Head Abbess and Advisor of the 3 Acts of Goodness, Venerable Hsing, Three Acts of Goodness Director, Mr. Erwin Choa, former BLIA President, now the Advisor, Ms. Lilette Roses, EPS of Edukasyon sa Pagpapakatao from the SDO Southern Leyte, our guest from SDO Manila and SDO Navotas, BLIA members, guests, and all the 300 schools who are in the Zoom meet. A pleasant good morning to everyone. Today marks the 8th cycle of the Three Acts of Goodness project in partnership with the Department of Education that aims to provide school-based program anchored on the Three Acts of Goodness. Do good deeds, speak good words, and think good thoughts. And hope that these schools will be able to transcend and spread goodness throughout the country. Our tag schools have achieved this by sharing the products from their Gulayan sa Paaralan projects within and outside their school premises, participating in initiating tree planting projects, educating our learners the importance of proper hygiene, and sharing and teaching the Three Acts of Goodness in their family and in the community. Tag coordinators from different parts of the Philippines shared in the community through the community pantry at the height of the pandemic, extending learning activities through projects of tutoring and mentoring, and becoming protectors of environment through environment advocacies. This only proves that the Three Acts of Goodness is in the hearts and in the minds of our tag advocators and continue to prosper as we go along. I would like to commend two of our tag advocators, namely Mr. Gregorio S. Legal, SDOD Chief of SDO Masbate, and Mr. Rowan Celestra, Principal 2 of SDO Sorsogon City, for they have been awarded as Dangal ng Bayan awardee winners for their exemplary and dedication to service by doing what is right to improvement of our learners, choosing the right words to motivate and inspire both the students and the learners, and to be able to do their best and to think the better ideas that could contribute to the betterment of all. I would like to inform everybody that For Guangshan Foundation Incorporation is recognized partner at the Department of Education since 2017, and every year we receive the recognition award. With 52 schools from the Cycle 1, and now 300 schools from 32 divisions, the Three Acts of Goodness continues to radiate its flair, to also motivate, inspire, and make changes to better our learners, and to bring quality education for better Philippines. To our school division superintendents, school heads, and tag coordinators, thank you for your support and advocacy in spreading the Three Acts of Goodness. In behalf of the 300 schools from 32 divisions across 12 regions, with almost 200 students who will be benefiting from these projects, we would like to say, Sheshe for Guangshan Foundation for their support, and of course, our BLIA, their continued support and helping to the Three Acts of Goodness schools projects. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Tabian. I hope that our current teachers are able to practice and continue to practice their vocation in a compassionate and wise manner. May our teachers continue to support our students' academic success despite the challenges of online learning.
And now, let us proceed to the most awaited part of the program, the reason why we are all gathered here today, the awarding of tag grants.
Now, we are pleased to announce the 300 approved project proposals for TAG Cycle 7 in the year 2023. Before we move on to the first batch awards presentation, kindly turn on your camera while we award you with a certificate of recognition.
世界不停转动，永远有光明开始。面对挑战，感受信仰的力量，散发光和热情，生命有无限光彩。珍惜眼前和谐，一步步靠近。一个信念，改变命运，带着初心向前行。期待美好世界，付出真心就会实现。微笑，带着慈悲赞美，携手向前，超越时空，你我靠近，我们永远心连心，永不退让，坚定信仰，面对困难，超越距离，心连着心，你我之间零距离。世界不停转动，永远有光明开始。面对挑战，感受信仰的力量，散发光和热情，生命有无限光彩。珍惜眼前和谐，一步步靠近。一个信念，改变命运，带着初心向前行。期待美好世界，付出真心就会实现。微笑，带着慈悲赞美，携手向前，超越时空，你我靠近，我们永远心连心，永不退让，坚定。
Recognize Lanao del Norte, Iligan, Zamboanga del Sur, Sultan Kudarat, and Cotabato. Let us invite again Venerable Yongkwang and Buddhist Light International President Kathy Lim to give the check to the division's awardee.
Handing down the light, passing down the faith, strengthens the unity and harmony of the family.
And now, let us watch a video presentation for Batch 2.
I believe teach me and guide me on the journey of my life. Live a life of harmony, giving joy, giving hope. Live a life of harmony, giving help, give a hand. I believe in the power of hope. Hope creates a life worth living, future dreams of joy. Live a life of harmony, giving joy, giving hope. Live a life of harmony, giving help, give a hand. Você está pronto? Você está pronto? Você está pronto? Are you ready? I gotta have faith. Oh, stand with confidence. I gotta have faith.
Once again, congratulations to our first and second batch of 3 Acts of Goodness Schools awardees. Thank you, everyone. We will have more of that in a bit. But before we proceed to the next batch of awardees, we will be taking you on a trip back to memory lane. And here's some of the best practices from the past 7 cycles.
Now, let us witness an audiovisual presentation of the best tag practices from the past 7 cycles.
做好事，说好话，存好心，平安就是我们的人间宝，人间最美好13号，人间最美13号，做好事，说好话，存好心，平安就是我们的人间宝，人间最美好13号。做好事，举手之劳，功德妙，说好话，慈悲爱语如东洋，存好心，诚意善愿好运到，3业清净真好。做好事，举手之劳，功德妙，说好话，慈悲爱语如东洋，存好心，诚意善愿好运到，3业清净真好。世间3宝最重要。
In memory of Venerable Master Hsing Yun, Philippines, Malagip Integrated School practices the 3 acts of goodness. Do good deeds, speak good words, think good thoughts.
Memory of Venerable Master Hsing Yun, Philippines Malagip Integrated School practices the 3 acts of goodness. Do good deeds, speak good words, and think good thoughts.
In memory of Venerable Master Hsing Yun, Philippines Malagip Integrated School practices the 3 acts of goodness. Do good deeds, speak good words, and think good thoughts. In memory of Venerable Master Hsing Yun, Philippines Malagip Integrated School practices the 3 acts of goodness. Do
think good thoughts. In memory of Venerable Master Hsing Yun, Philippines Malagip Integrated School practices the 3 acts of goodness. Do good deeds, speak good words, and think good thoughts. In memory of Venerable Master Hsing Yun, Philippines Malagip Integrated School practices the 3 acts of goodness. Do good deeds, speak good words, and think good thoughts. In memory of Venerable Master Hsing Yun, Philippines Malagip Integrated School practices 3 acts of goodness. Do good deeds, speak good words, and think good thoughts. In memory of Venerable Master Hsing Yun, Philippines Malagip Integrated School practices 3 acts of goodness. Do good deeds, speak good words, and think good thoughts.
13号，人间最美13号，做好事，说好话，存好心，平安就是我们的人间宝，人间最美好。
Maria Lopez Elementary School, 3 acts of goodness. MLS tag in action and breakthrough. Maria Lopez Elementary School tag was able to perform the collect 500 fruit tree seedlings. Tag ambassadors, with the cooperation of Araling Panipunan pupils, parents and advisors, Disaster Risk Reduction Coordinator of MLS, Girl Scout of the Philippines Troop Leader and the Girls, Purok officers, Religious Sector of Purok, Homeowners Association officers, actively participated in the tree planting activity at St. Michael Village, Poblacion 2, Sagay City. Shortly talk and pledge of commitment of every group of participants to contribute through TAG Ambassadors facilitation in mitigating climate change, yet a productive in the coming years of planting fruit and forest trees in household gardens and community areas. School initiatives bring interventions in mainstreaming TAG to influence stakeholders to impart their learnings and appreciation to Fu Guongshan Foundation for sharing their resources to reach out to the beneficiary perspective. Parents and teachers felt happy, interested, and excited to plant in their homes whatever they received from our plant nursery. Think globally, but little by little, we act locally with happiness to serve Mother Earth. Other school heads also got reservations to avail the different fruit tree seedlings to be planted in their schools this coming rainy season to ensure the survival growth of seedlings. Seminar on climate change and global warming during the culmination of the TAG project. An input in scientific findings on the effect and impact of greenhouse gases in our environment as emphasized by the invited resource person. Yet, he also praises and respects the effort of TAG ambassadors to lead the school in bringing the campaign of embracing with a sense of urgency to every individual the importance of planting trees to help in sequestering carbon footprint. The integration of TAG shows a high spirit of goodness in every participant to help plant and grow trees to save Mother Earth. We'll listen and act with a helping hand as we go along to combat climate change.
Joining 3 acts of goodness was very grateful to me, experiencing a lot of opportunities to express my gratitude towards everyone. Joining since elementary up until this high school taught me how to be more efficient in life, especially to give, care, and love by just doing the do good deeds, speak good words, and think good thoughts.
Radiant 号，做好事，说好话，存好心，平安就是我们的人间宝，人间最美好。13号，人间最美13号。
Suyak Elementary School is one of the island schools in the division of Sagay City, with 110 number of pupils who are enrolled from kindergarten to grade 6, with 6 teachers and a school head. Due to the pandemic, pupils are educated about the risk of COVID-19. Considering the safety of our learners and developing good values is also our priority. We believe that this project will allow them to value their health and care for others. This is our TAG project, Hand Sanitation Project, Clean Hands to Healthy Mind. Pre-implementation stage of the TAG project. Launching of the approved TAG project to the parents, pupils, and teachers. We also set a coordination meeting for teachers and parents to give support in the implementation of the TAG project. In the implementation stage of the TAG project, construction of a 5-faucet concrete hand washing facility and other various activities such as film showing of hand washing to all the students from kindergarten to grade 6. We also have a COVID-19 precaution session to all the members of the Junior Girl Scouts. Health and wellness session to the parents on how they will manage themselves as they give support to their child both in their home and school. During the culmination day, we have a community advocacy that promotes the habit and importance of hand sanitation with good values. The Junior Girl Scouts also present a poem to all the grade levels of Sayak Elementary School. The beautification of hand washing facility, the TAG ambassadors showcase their talent in painting and interpretation in the 3 acts of goodness advocacy. By giving importance to and protecting their health, like washing their hands, they are also inspiring others to do it to protect themselves in these trying times.
In memory of Venerable Master Hsing Yun, Philippines, Siap Elementary School practices 3 acts of goodness: do good deeds, speak good words, and think good thoughts.
Memory of Venerable Master Hsing Yun, Philippines, Siap Elementary School practices 3 acts of goodness: do good deeds, speak good words, and think good thoughts.
From Sayak Elementary School of Sagay City, thank you so much, Fo Guangshan, Philippines.
Thank you so much for the wonderful and inspiring presentations. Now, let us continue the awarding for the 3rd to 5th batch of school awardees.
For the 3rd, 4th, and 5th batch of awardees, awarding of 232 schools, 19 divisions. Batch 3,
Sagay, Cadiz, San Carlos, Escalante, Antique, Bacolod, Negros Occidental. And I would like to highlight that Sagay and Cadiz have 100% TAG practitioners.
Open your heart and let the feelings inside, with all of your kindness, to see. Open your heart, you've got nothing to lose, yeah, yeah. Understanding each other, it's what we choose. Open your mind and hold out your hand. Share all you know and do all you can. Oh, light up the light of peace for you.
Let us invite Venerable Yong Kwang and Buddha's Light International President Kathy Lim to give the check to the division's awardee.
Harmony, light up the path for all the world to see. Open your heart, you've got nothing to lose, yeah, yeah. Understanding each other, it's what we choose. Open your mind.
For batch 4, we would like to welcome you to our tag family. Bais, Cebu Province, Bago, Victorias, Silay, Kabankalan.
Pagkagising sa umaga, sariling kabutihan ating ibayuhin. Puso'y payapa sa tatlong kabutihan. 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 Ngayon'y ito.
Let us invite Venerable Yong Kwang and BLIA President Kathy Lim to give the check to the division's awardee. For batch 5, we have Rojas, Leyte, Baybay, Maasin, Southern Leyte, and Calbayog.
Let us invite Venerable Yongguang and Buddha's Light International Association President Kathy Lim to give the check to the division's awardee.
Congratulations to all the school awardees, and I wish you all the best as you continue to practice, share, and promote the 3 acts of goodness. Do good deeds, speak good words, and think good thoughts. I am confident that all of us will improve in the future and thereby contribute to the community's overall well-being. Congratulations once more.
As we are nearing the end of our program, I hope our short but sweet event today provided your much light and inspiration to continue to support your students and learners. Now, let us watch a short video presentation from the regional directors.
In memory of Venerable Master Hsing Yun, whose division of Sagay City practices the 3 acts of goodness. Thank you, Po Guangshan Foundation. In memory
Now, let's call on Mr. Morales, Schools Division Superintendent of Maasin, to give us the appreciation message.
Gracious greetings to all. I extend heartfelt thanks to the late benevolent Master Hsing Yun, Venerable Miao Jing, Venerable Shi Pu, the Fu Guangxian Foundation, the Buddha's Light International Association, and the 3 Acts of Goodness family. I am thrilled to express my profound gratitude for the support SDO Maasin City received from the Fu Guangxian Foundation and Buddha's Light International Association. Since TAG Cycle 6 in 2020, your assistance has been instrumental in overcoming challenges from the pandemic's impact to the aftermath of Typhoon Odette. The unwavering support facilitated our recovery, and as we enter TAG Cycle 8, our commitment to do good deeds, think good thoughts, and speak good words remains strong. Your support goes beyond assistance. It embodies compassion, fostering a brighter future for our schools and community. I am immensely grateful for your dedication as we step into TAG Cycle 8 with a growing TAG family. In a special tribute, SDO Maasin City hosted the inaugural TAG Reading Camp, uniting TAG and non-TAG schools to foster a love for reading and kindness. This initiative is our heartfelt thank you and a commitment to perpetuate the goodness received. The Reading Camp stands as a beacon illuminating the path of kindness. Thanks to the Fu Guangxian Foundation, the Buddha's Light International Association, and the 3 Acts of Goodness family for their unwavering support and inspiration. With utmost gratitude, thank you very much, and mabuhay.
Thank you, Mr. Morales, for that inspiring appreciation message. Now, to conclude this program, let us call Ms. Milingze, Buddha's Light International Association Vice Secretary, to give us the closing remarks.
At Abes, Venerable Yongguang, Abes, Venerable Miao Jing, the Venerables, my fellow Buddha's Light International Association members, 3 Acts of Goodness teachers, parents, students, ladies and gentlemen, Jixiang, and pleasant good morning to all. On behalf of our Buddha's Light International Association, Ms. Kathy Lim Uy, a heartfelt appreciation to everyone who supported
and contributed to the success of the 3 Acts of Goodness program. Special thanks to the Department of Education in the Philippines for their steadfast collaboration with the Fo Guangsan Foundation, and gratitude to our founder, Venerable Master Hsing Yun, for his commitment to help the Filipino people has been exemplary. Special appreciation goes to our esteemed venerables, particularly Venerable Yongguang and Venerable Miao Jing, for their dedicated implementation and guidance throughout the project. Special thanks to the 3 Acts of Goodness schools and all the schools, the educators, benefactors, for their selflessly contribution of their time, effort, wisdom, vital to the initiative. As we celebrate the accomplishment of the 3 Acts of Goodness, we extend our congratulations to the deserving awardees. Let us persist in integrating the 3 Acts of Goodness into the schools through fostering goodwill, through the 3 Acts of Goodness, do good deeds, speak good words, think good thoughts, thereby creating a beautiful and peaceful world. Wishing everyone good health and continued success. Thank you.
Again, congratulations to all the schools for the aspiring proposals to develop our schools and grow our learners grounded on the foundation of kindness. Thank you, principals and school heads, for setting inclusive vision and humanistic measures to 3 Acts of Goodness management, teaching, and learning. May you be blessed with a vibrant garden of love and life.
Again, thank you everyone for being with us today in celebrating this year's Tag School Awardees for Cycle 8.
May we recognize our Venerable Yongguang for her special speech.
我们刚刚所表扬的都是今年度，今年之前大家所做的工作。
We have recognized your work that you have done in the last year and the past years.
那我们三好学校就像家庭一样，那我们明年有更大的使命，来把教育跟三好推广得更好。
In 2024, looking forward to your projects, and we also like to challenge that the 3 Acts of Goodness has a stronger foundation.
所以每一次我有好东西，都想跟你们分享。
And that's why every time when I have good things or new inspirations, I like to share with you.
这一本书是故事书，是里面的图片是法师画的，那里面叙说的也是法师编的，最新出来的一本星云说喻中英对照版的故事书。
This is a new published book. The illustrations are painted by Venerable Taopu, a monastic. The story was really tell, and I like to share this with you.
我跟佛光山订了1000本，要送给每个学校跟每一个老师。
I have ordered 1,000 copies. I want to send to each school and teachers.
它很重，你要带回去。
It is heavy. You have to bring home.
那多好的故事，你们可以跟学生们分享。
Both details contains good values and lessons.
话你们要注意听。
Coming up, please listen. Listen tentatively to my next words.
你第一本先送给你。
My first copy goes to you. Yeah, from Southern Lady, our Esther.
谁来照相？也 must。好。等一下，在座的老师都可以拿回去。
And to each who are present today.
好，来这边，可以了吗？好。Thank you so much. Welcome. Yeah. 好，来发给他们。好。
什么信仰实在是有的？我们要信仰什么信仰？道德高尚的。
评论这个一家人老师的。好多。
信佛求佛，拜佛学佛，更要信佛。信仰终将是牺牲，是奉献。
好，接下来我要讲的要注意听哦。Sagai 是我们的典范三好校园的典范学校校区。
Sagai City is our model for 3 acts of goodness implemental as a division.
88间学校全部都是三好校园，给他们掌声。
There are 88 schools in Sagai City, and that's all 88 schools are now 3 acts of goodness implemental.
那教育部的区长，他到邻村去，他也致力于也推广了，目前是59间的三好校园。
Our superintendents, former, now the superintendents of Cadiz City, Ms. Pamejo, has made Cadiz also 100% implemented in the division.
你在现场吗？
Are you here?
在吗？你赶快挥挥手。
Raise your hand, Dr. Pamejo.
感谢你。你跟Sagai的区长，还有我们这一位你又搬过去的，你们2位区长，明年度可以带30个老师到佛光山。
For Dr. Maset and Dr. Ani, that because you have met over the 2 years that you have met Sagai and Cadiz both 100% implemented in your divisions. And so I like to invite, and special only for you, 30 3 acts of goodness, teachers, principal, educators, 30 that will have this special airplane ticket for Taiwan.
奖励这就是推广三好的老师30位到台湾去，跟台湾的三好校园交流。
I like to see our 3X of goodness promoters, educators to have an exchange experience with our 3X of goodness school in Taiwan.
那再来第二个，注意听咯。
Next, please turn on your volume.
星云大师说，如果你想我的话，就唱歌来怀念我。我们明年度要比赛，要报名，学校报名，三好校园只有三好校园，学校来报名合唱团，这个怀念星云大师的这个人间姻缘比赛。星云大师创作的歌曲也好，你们自己创作怀念星云大师的歌曲也好，我们希望这个比赛能够在明年大家来举行，然后来看谁对星云大师的怀念最多。
Next year, this is the second challenge that I would like to invite you to our songwriting competitions. Venerable Master Hsing Yun has said that if you would have missed me, please sing or please say the praise. And hence, the song is only for our 3X of goodness school.
你自己创作怀念的歌曲也好，还是星云大师的人间姻缘歌曲都可以。
You may write your own script lyrics for that, or you may sing or music compose the lyric by Venerable Master Hsing Yun.
好，奖金丰富。
The award would be very special and you will be very happy.
第3名到宿务去旅游。
The third winners,
机票。
the third prize, you will get a tour to Cebu.
第1名台湾。
The first winners or the first champion will have a tour to Taiwan.
去台湾唱歌。第2名到马尼拉来唱歌。
The second winners, you will have a tour to sing in Manila.
第3名到宿务。
So the first prize go to Taiwan, seconds come to Manila, and the third to Cebu.
第4名在你的故乡唱。
And for the fourth prize winners, you can sing in your own division.
好，所以呢，我会请三好的那个执行长去做整个的企划，希望你们能参加。我们把对星云大师创立三好的思念，那我们希望把它唱出来。所以这个是我们明年大的活动。就第一个，我们让萨盖跟就是他们去选出30位优秀的教师，然后我们带他们去台湾呢去做参学。然后第2个就是我们缅怀星云大师一个合唱比赛，希望大家能参与。怎么样让孩子品格可以提升，非常的重要。祝福大家，我们力行三好，世界更美好。
For Guangshan Foundations will put together and coordinate with you very soon the 2 challenge or the 2 projects for 2024. First, the 33 Acts of Goodness promoter and top performers that from Sagaing and Cadiz will be inviting you to have an exchange educational program trip to Taiwan with our 3 Acts of Goodness local. Then international, then the songwriting and also the music compositions for Venerable Master Hsing Yun coming up.
Malami, Salaman po.
谢谢总主持人. We'd like to honorably thank our head abbots and also the promoter, the full supporter of 3 Acts of Goodness.
Thank you so much, Venerable Yongkwang, for that wonderful speech. Now, let us take a look at our group photo that we had earlier.
I have found something in me. I am more than who I can be. I am born to serve humanity. Dharma shouldn't stop with me.
Show the world faith and compassion. Spread the joy to this world. Fulfilling the meaning of life. We are young, we are dreamers, we are one, we dream high. Bringing light to our lives. Give joy,
Okay.
convenience, and
All right. May we invite everyone to please turn on your cameras so we can have another group photo. At this point, we will now have a short break and please be back within 5 minutes. Please wrap up as we freshen up and go back in 5 minutes.
So let's show the world faith and compassion. Spread the joy to this world. Fulfilling the meaning of life. We are one, we dream high. Bringing life to our lives. Give joy, hope, convenience, and confidence. Dharma shouldn't stop with me. It is my legacy.
Spread the joy to this world.
And be the light to others. Wisdom is the way. In the journey we call life. We are young, we are dreamers, we are one, we dream high. Bringing light to our lives. Give joy, hope, convenience, and confidence. Dharma shouldn't stop with me. It is my legacy.
Set your conscience free. Let your faith grow within. Believe in your strength. Moving forward, we shall bow.
Set your conscience free. Let your faith grow within. Believe in your strength. Moving forward, we shall bow. Reaching out to people and opening our hearts. Spreading smiles and happiness around us. There's others behind, you and I, together as one.
earth goes spinning round, dancing in the night. There's a new day, a time to make things right. Words and walls which divide us fade into the light. Take a step closer, our future can be bright. Imagine a better world, a new reality. Never wavering or giving up on dreams. Believe our pure heart can mend all that is wrong. Hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. I dream of a beautiful place for us all. Hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. As the earth goes spinning round, dancing in the night. There's a new day and time to make things right. Words and walls which divide us fade into the light. Take a step closer, our future can be bright. A show of kindness can change the world to inspire us on our path. Never wavering or giving up on dreams. Believe our pure heart can mend all that is wrong. Hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. I dream of a beautiful place for us all. Hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. Believe our pure heart can mend all that is wrong. Hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. I dream of a beautiful place for us all. Hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. Believe our pure heart can mend all that is wrong. Hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. I dream of a beautiful place for us all. Hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. Believe our pure heart can mend all that is wrong. Hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. I dream of a beautiful place for us all. Hand in hand, connecting hearts, and then together we stand. Together we stand. Together we stand.
Basta pronto? Are you ready? Gotta have faith. Oh, oh, stand with confidence. Gotta have faith. Oh, walk with compassion. Gotta have faith. Oh, oh, hold on to the truth. I gotta have faith. Oh, let's walk on together. I gotta have faith. Oh, oh, stand with confidence. I gotta have faith. Oh, walk with compassion. I gotta have faith. Oh, oh, hold on to the truth. I gotta have faith. Oh, let's walk on together. I gotta have faith. Oh, oh, hold on to the truth. I gotta have faith. Oh.
Hello, good morning to everyone. It's very nice to see you, and I'd like to first congratulate those who have been our multi-times 3 Acts of Goodness awardee. Thank you, Head Principal. It's very nice to see you, and I'd like to first congratulate those who have been our multi-times 3 Acts of Goodness awardee. Thank you, Head Principal. I apologize. I will do a little bit of technical alignment. Once again, allow me to repeat, because I think it's a very important and also a very joyous line to congratulate you who are our returning 3 Acts of Goodness awardee, and especially to the first timer. Thank you for believing in 3 Acts of Goodness. Do good deeds, speak good words, and think good thoughts, for nurturing our young pupil. And we have seen a lot of benefits over the year. And hence, I would like to take a few slides to run through why are we doing it again. Well, the first thing is we would like to see the integrations of different people coming from different backgrounds as one family. So we have over the year many projects that have shown multicultural and also multiple background. That's why our head abbot, Venerable Yongguang, has just said it is beyond religion, it is beyond cultural background, because we are working on the betterment for one mankind, one family. And so a little bit background that you might want to reiterate on when we talk about people. It really means those who have feelings, sentient being, and those who have a mind to make decisions and to choose. So life is what we process. And we want to see not just beyond birth and death, even though these are the two important stages of one's life. But yet we want to live every moment while we are alive to the fullness. And hence daily living become important. Venerable Yongguang again has mentioned that Venerable Master Hsing Yun, who has lived through almost 1 century, he passed away last February, earlier this year at 97 years old. And so we have seen one person who has comes to self-educate himself, has comes to meet different people from different social status, has been an educator, a teacher himself, that guiding disciple and monastic that he is for mankind. So we have learned from him. There are a few things that we've seen in him, and that's what I believe each one of us comes together because of this. We want to have a happy life. We want to get to know ourselves better. We want to fill our life with compassion and wisdom. We want to live it to perfections. And we want to build a beautiful life for ourselves, people who love us, and people around us. And hence, this is exactly the type of relationships that we want to talk between our body, physical body, and our mental self. And hence, the oneself here, to know oneself, is not just to know that I have grown to be physically wealthy and healthy, but more so, I have grown to be rich within. Venerable Master Hsing Yun has shown us a few character traits that has been embedded in him since young, and 3 particularly that we have seen that have benefited himself so much, and he continue to spread that same thing, to nurture it in others, to inspire others to grow. Compassion, diligence, and tolerance, or sometimes we use patience. And it is also these 3 things that we further see it in 3 Acts of Goodness school projects, teachers going beyond their comfort and teacher taking out of the way to meet the community, meeting people in needs, caring for others. And BLIA does the same thing. So in short, when we say we practice or we do the 3 acts of goodness, do good deeds, speak good words, and think good thought, we are really in accordance to the white arrow, building a proper morality so that we take care of ourselves and we do not cause harm to others. As we are more mindful of our actions, of what we do, of our effort in putting times and places together, we are nurturing a meditative concentrations. That means mindfulness, that we become more aware of what we say and what we think. And hence the white arrow grow further to a wisdom that is based on righteousness in will, in thinking, and in thought. One thing that I want to further iterate is according to the blue arrow. So there are 8 righteous aspects of life that we want to take care of. So based on, which is also based on the 3 acts of goodness as it grow. And I want to further and expound or elaborate on the right speech. There are 6 criteria to right speech that was being shared with from Teacher Nancy. We tend to speak our own thought, but sometimes it's more important to say or to speak or to talk for truth, for beneficial, that means helpful, and for agreeable. If it is not fulfilling this criteria or the 3 aspects, then we should learn to be patient. There will be a right moment for that inspirational spark. And we say that we want a happy life. We want it to fill with lots of perfections, compassion, and wisdom. We want to grow mindfulness and be aware of who we are and where we are. And we see this is how we care for ourselves and we love others. Extend that to our environment as well. So in Fo Guangsan and together with BLIA or Buddha's Light International Associations, together with our foundations, we promote the 5 harmonies. And it is also with 3 acts of goodness and the 4 givings that we see our relationships among ourselves, with people, and with the world, society, that we have comes together as one. So the project, you are important because you have realized that 3 acts of goodness is good for people, whether young or across the old age group. And we are promoting, we have found IPO Green and promoting vegetarians, care for good health and care for the earth. Tree planting so that our earth would get greener. We also have veggie runs. That means getting close to our environment, to trees. Last, other than our external environment, we also care for our inner environment, which is through mindfulness practice or meditations. We've seen it's working because, as Yongguang Faster mentioned, and also shown by our alumni in Guangming College, I want to thank you for 3 Acts of Goodness divisions and principle that you have helped us to find diamonds, students who have the potential to continue their learning from your divisions to Guangming College and grow as being part of their progress of growing up. Again, I want to congratulate Guangming College and our 3 Acts of Goodness. Your pupil have shown outstanding performance. We won 2nd prize in pep squad or World Cheerleading Championships just last week from this 11th championships competitions from Japan. And our basketball, also our field and track, not to mention our growing or our flagships projects like Sihata the musical, our theater ensemble. I like to spend, if you would give me another 5 minutes to hear, used to be our graduate from Guangming College, a Muslim, our first students or first valedictorians from Guangming College in the first batch, and now being nurtured further her educations in Nanhua University under our consortium school in Taiwan, and now back to Guangming College to devote her time, her dedications, her 3 Acts of Goodness spirit in the school to nurture the new batch freshmen or generations together with us. So this is Heidi was also invited to be the speaker at United Nations Council of Women's Status. So short words or sharing from her.
Auspicious greetings to everyone. Thank you to all the online organizers of this event and to Venerable Hsing for inviting me to share my journey as a Guangming College scholar from the Philippines. Why are you here right now? Or why am I here right now? What am I doing in this place? Or what am I doing? Most probably, most of us asked that question to ourselves before. Or maybe you were just asked to attend this online event. What are you doing in this online event? Or maybe you don't have any choice but to attend this online event. But one thing that I am sure, you are here because there is something that interests you. So why am I here right now? A Filipino Muslim in a Buddhist institution. My name is Heidi Sally Emelo from the Philippines, a pioneer graduate of Guangming College and an MFA graduate of Nanhua University. I am currently here in the newly built campus of Guangming College in the outskirts of Manila in a place named Tagaytay. After I graduated at Nanhua University 4 months ago, Guangming College embraced me as an educator to teach and guide the students in Guangming College. So going back to our question, why am I here right now? I came from a family of farmers. And as a girl from the province, my greatest fear is that I would end up getting married at a very young age, because I know that my family is not capable of sending me to school. But when I met Guangming College and received their scholarship, my life has totally flipped. Being with Guangming College for almost 8 years, I could say that my life has totally changed. I have met a lot of people that helped me to grow to be the person that I am right now. Of course, thanks to Venerable Master Hsing Yun for always believing in the Filipino talents and for giving us the opportunity to make our lives better. Guangming College has been really helpful in many ways, and I am always grateful that I was able to receive this scholarship in 2014. For the past 8 years, I already traveled so many countries. Countries that I never imagined of visiting before. I attended many conferences where I met a lot of people from different walks of life. In 2018, for example, I represent Guangming College and Foguangshan in a conference. It's a conference conducted or held by United Nations at New York, a conference that encouraged women empowerment. It was one of the most unforgettable experiences and opportunities that I had, because I was able to tell the stories of the Filipino women and how my lives like mine were flipped by Guangming College. That was a dream come true, and I am glad that I have that opportunity. Now that I am with Guangming College as an educator, I wish to continue the wonderful experience and opportunities that GMC can offer. I wish to inspire more youth from the Philippines to keep striving for their dreams. The little sacrifice I had when I left home in 2014 is now the reason why I can help not only my family, but to the many more youth that is also aspiring to have a brighter future. I am now married, but not to a single partner, but to all the Filipino youth dreaming and striving hard to achieve their goals in life. Thanks to all the people who have been supporting Venerable Master Hsing Yun's vision. Thanks to our Foguang Mama and Papa for always supporting our dreams and supporting this vision of Venerable Master Hsing Yun to educate the youth from different parts of the world. Thanks, of course, to GMC for guiding me all throughout my journey towards achieving my dreams. So why am I still here even though I graduated 4 years ago? That is because I always believe with this effort, with this continuous effort of Venerable Master Hsing Yun of Buddha's Light International Association, this effort that will touch and flip more lives. And my thank you won't be enough to tell and express how grateful am I on behalf of all the scholars that you have here in the Philippines. Thank you, and with your continuous support and effort, we will work hard and achieve the vision of Venerable Master Hsing Yun. Thank you, everyone, and thank you for always supporting us.
I like to emphasize 3 things. When we grow our students, just like when we have our first dream, that is to wants to see kindness, compassion as it grow into. That means not just to give goodness, but also to remove sufferings for the others in compassion. Then we want to see 3 acts of goodness in our pupil or in the younger one that would become the future pillar of our nations that we can be proud of and be the peacekeeper like Venerable Master Hsing Yun for a harmonious world. Last, the third things that we want to see in our pupil or our students is the gratitude that they have, feel their heart. And so not just for themselves, goodness for themselves, but willing to share and perfectly bringing kindness, letting it flow from oneself to the others. So these are the 3 things, and I want to congratulate again with your support and your trust in 3 acts of goodness, we can make a difference. So thank you, and we'll see you very soon. Have a very happy 2024, and looking forward to good health and wealth.
University of San Carlos. Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Venerable Miao Jing, for the wonderful message and for sharing Guangming College. Master Miao Jing is the abbess of Mabuhay Temple. She has been here for 15 years, and she is the Tag School Program Director in the Philippines. Our next speaker is a professor of philosophy in University of San Carlos in Cebu. She is also a professor in Guangming College. And her topic for today is the integration of humanistic Buddhism to Philippine education. Let us all welcome Miss Maria Marjorie Purino.
All right, good morning, everyone. Am I clear? Can you hear me okay? Can I get a thumbs up? Okay, allow me to share screen first. Can I share screen? Okay. Please let me know if you're able to see my screen.
Yes.
All right, so thank you for this invitation, Venerable Hsing, and good morning to everyone in Zoom and those who are on site. Head Abbess Venerable Yum Kwang and all the guiding venerables of Fo Guangshan, Philippines, and members of Buddha's Light International, Fo Guangshan Foundation, and all our collaborators and partners for the 3 Acts of Goodness campaign in the Philippines. So I have entitled my presentation today, The Integration of the 3 Acts of Goodness to Philippine Education. And I understand that some of those who are here in Zoom, the 162 participants, not all are aware of what this 3 Acts of Goodness is all about, what Fo Guangshan is all about, who is Venerable Master Hsing Yun. And so just to make sure that we are coming from the same boat, I have outlined my presentation this morning. And first, I will give a little background of what is Fo Guangshan, who is Venerable Master Hsing Yun, what is humanistic Buddhism, what are the objectives of Fo Guangshan, and then I will focus more on the 3 Acts of Goodness and how it is being integrated in Philippine education. And then moving forward, I will also be talking about Bodhi Tales and the community of inquiry, and what we call here in Cebu as the philosophy for children. So this is my outline for my presentation, primarily because, again, I want to make sure that we are all in this conversation together and that we know what we are entering into, where we are coming from, and what to expect in the very near future. Okay, so first, Fo Guangshan, it is an international Buddhist monastic order founded by Venerable Master Hsing Yun. It was established in 1967 in Kaohsiung, Taiwan, and has since grown to include over 200 temples in 5 continents with over 1,000 ordained disciples. Buddha's Light International Association, its lay organization, was founded in 1992. Both Fo Guangshan and Buddha's Light International Association promote the principles of humanistic Buddhism. Some of those in Zoom now may have been to Kaohsiung, Taiwan, and they know just how vast Fo Guangshan is in Taiwan. And so what are the objectives of Fo Guangshan? First is to propagate Buddhist teachings through cultural activities. And so this is really one of the major focus of Fo Guangshan, that is to promote Buddhist teachings through cultural activities. And when we talk about cultural activities, I'll be coming from my specific lens, which is Cebu, okay, because I'm from Cebu. And when we speak of cultural activities, we have different cultural activities that really will tickle the interest of the public, one of which is whenever there is Heritage Night, or in Cebu, we call that Gabi sa Kabilin. And it's usually celebrated every May, which happens to be also the month of the Buddha's birthday. So during this month, we don't only showcase in Chuon Temple, okay? We don't only showcase the Buddhist teachings and the Buddhist traditions and the Buddhist culture, but the locals are also able to experience how it is to participate in the Buddha bathing ceremony. And that's very interesting. And a lot of locals would usually come to the temple and would like to experience that. So aside from that, in our cultural night or Gabi Isa or Heritage Night, we also have the writing of the calligraphy or the calligraphy writing and the tea ceremony, and that's really an attraction to the people here in Cebu. Aside from that, and I think those who are in Manila, Bacolod, and Iloilo can relate that whenever it is Chinese New Year, people would also flock to the temple because, of course, they want to know more about what is Chinese culture, but most importantly for us, so we're coming from the Buddhist tradition, and so we would like to showcase also what are the Buddhist practices, Buddhist tradition, and Buddhist culture during the Chinese New Year. So that would be an example of propagating Buddhist teachings through cultural activities. Second objective of Fo Guangshan is to foster talent through education. As what you have just seen in the video, just prior to my presentation, there was a video of Guangming College, and you just heard a very powerful testimony of one of the first graduates of Guangming College. And it's good to know that through the heart of Venerable Master Hsing Yun and through the efforts of now FGS and BLIA, they are still able to carry out the legacy and the vision of Venerable Master Hsing Yun, and that is to provide scholarships for those who are deserving. And of course, Guangming College offers different programs. There is the performing arts theater, performing arts dance, and of course, human services, which is actually also coming from the Buddhist studies program. And so that's in Tagaytay, that's in Manila, Guangming College. Here in Cebu, there is also Guangming Performing Arts. And we have, of course, the Siddhartha musical and the trainings for that, the cast, and they are all here in Cebu and they are training very well for that. And that's also a part of education because the performance of Siddhartha does not just end on stage, but it is really commitment to education, and that is, of course, upholding what is good, doing what is good, and that is what Buddhism, ultimately, it is what Buddhism is all about. Okay. Third objective of Fo Guangshan is to benefit society through charitable programs. As we all know, our country has been ravaged by different calamities. So we can remember the Yolanda earthquake, the Odette typhoon, and of course, the rest of the world. We have experienced the pandemic, and of course, Fo Guangshan, together with BLIA and the rest of its volunteers, would be right there in the middle, offering service to people who are most in need, giving health packs, food packs, and just trying to offer their presence and their time to anyone and everyone who is in need. Okay. And finally, to purify human hearts and minds through Buddhist practice. This is very interesting because now that we are in the modern age, the Buddhist practice is not just only about the chanting and the meditation. Of course, these help, but right now what we are getting into, especially with what Venerable Master Hsing Yun is advocating, we are trying to promote what he calls the practice of humanistic Buddhism, which I will be explaining as we go along in the coming slides. By the way, of course, you've seen this picture already. This is Venerable Master Hsing Yun. He recently passed February of this year. All right, and he has a very big heart, and his legacy continues to live on through you, our collaborators, our partners in our 3 Acts of Goodness campaign. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about humanistic Buddhism. So what is humanistic Buddhism? Isn't it just Buddhism? So what's the big deal? Why do we have to call it humanistic Buddhism? Humanistic Buddhism, first and foremost, conveys the original teachings of the Buddha, but it uses modern lenses. So a while ago, I mentioned something about the rituals. Buddhism, by the way, is loaded with rituals, and how to, purify our lives to be able to be enlightened, right? That is all correct. But with humanistic Buddhism, what it is trying to advocate now is to actually use original teachings of the Buddha with modern lenses. And that means to try to use Buddhism in the here and now, Buddhism as how society needs it today. Therefore, it is very current, it is very relatable, it is very flexible, it is very adaptable to our current situations. In the words of Venerable Master Hsing Yun himself, he says, in order, we have to learn to reinvent ourselves if we want to remain relevant in a fast-paced world of change. So how do we remain relevant? That's a big question. A while ago, you heard Venerable Miao Jing talk about the 5 harmonies. She mentioned about the four givings and the three acts of goodness. So these are, according to Venerable Master Hsing Yun, the ways in which we can be current, we can remain relatable, we can remain flexible and adaptable in our present society. And this is really the thrust of humanistic Buddhism, the practice of the three acts of goodness: to do good deeds, to speak good words, and to think good thoughts. As you have seen in the awarding earlier, there were a lot of presentations, there were a lot of videos, and they were really grateful for what TAG has done in their schools, in their families, in their lives. So the practice of the three acts of goodness, to simply just do good deeds, speak good words, think good thoughts. It's the habitual doing of what is good. And the habitual doing of what is good makes man a morally virtuous person, makes man a good person. And we have to start them young. That's why we are always partnering with schools and with teachers and with learners, okay, to promote the three acts of goodness. And so how do we integrate TAG, the three acts of goodness, in Philippine education? So you have just seen for yourselves, this is already the 8th cycle, and this is the awarding. You saw how fruitful TAG has been over the years, through the years, and still counting. That's why if you are new in this area, if you just happen to hear about this and is here in Zoom now, this is very helpful for you, because through the teachings of the three acts of goodness, you are encouraged and you are inspired to do good, not just for yourself, but to radiate it to your school, to your society, and the community at large. Okay, so let's see. I have to thank, by the way, one of the professors of TAG, Dr. Cecil Manikan, for sharing to me her PowerPoint. Okay, not all though, I just grabbed some with permission. So according to her, TAG is a joyful cradle of bodhisattva seedlings who model goodness. Okay, the task of transforming the self, home, community, and environment. So upon seeing that line, there might be something a word there that needs to be unpacked. Okay, the term bodhisattva might be new to you. And so let me explain it a bit before we go any further. So when we say bodhisattva, it is actually an ideal, an exemplar in the Mahayana Buddhist tradition. So the Mahayana Buddhist tradition is that which is more progressive, right? More open. And so this bodhisattva pertains to that being who would reserve his or her entry to enlightenment or to nirvana to help other people, to help other sentient beings. And so the very common bodhisattva that I could give you as an example would be the female, although it has many manifestations, but one of which is the Guanyin, who has the female facade, okay? And she is called as the bodhisattva of great compassion. And she is likened usually to the Catholic concept of Mary, who is the mother of perpetual health. So the idea is to be compassionate, okay, to have loving kindness, and to just help. And so here in this line, it says, the three acts of goodness is a joyful cradle of bodhisattva seedlings pertaining to the children, pertaining to the youth, pertaining to our learners, our stakeholders in schools and universities. So the three acts of goodness is a joyful cradle of bodhisattva seedlings who model goodness in the task of transforming the self, the home, the community, and the rest of the environment, not just for ourselves, but also for the future. Revolves around kindness activities. They experience every time they share their gifts and talents with others. It is also about becoming a better version of themselves as they develop confidence to lead others and aspire to always do the right thing and be models for all, right? So here in the picture, you see lovely smile of our children, okay? So they learn activities, they experience joy, they experience friendliness, okay? And these are values that we need to inculcate. These are values that we need to instill even at a young age. Okay, like I said, habitual doing of the good makes one a virtuous person. Okay. Okay, let me go on to the next slide. So on a deeper level, it is also developing the ability to manage feelings and emotions, along with becoming more aware of the feelings and needs of others. At this point, let me share with you one of my favorite Buddhist virtues, and that is equanimity. Okay, no matter how distraught you are, or no matter how you can, and peaceful and serene. Okay, so that's one of the qualities of the Bodhisattva. That's one of the virtues in Buddhism that that we want to aspire to be, and that is done if we practice the 3 acts of goodness. And so on a deeper level, it is also developing the ability to manage feelings and emotions, along with becoming more aware of the feelings and needs of others. As we go through the development of citizenship values, TAG means fostering community spirit and engagement through collaborative and creative projects that promote craftsmanship, food sustainability, care, and beautification of school, home, and environment. For some of you who are in Zoom, these might be your products. These might be your initiatives. These might be your projects. Freshly picked vegetables ready to share to parents and teachers and to the community. So promoting green, healthy, and natural urban container gardens. So a greener environment, promoting an eco-self, that's with an ECO, an eco-self, rather than an ego self. So diminishing the EGO and changing it to an ECO, so an eco-self rather than an ego self. Of course, that starts with practicing the 3 acts of goodness. And then in promoting the welfare of others, of teachers, TAG ensuring while enhancing literacy skills and providing a place of safety and refuge for children who need help in managing difficult emotions. So here on the screen, you can see the picture that there is the teacher, and she is trying to comfort a child who is apparently very distraught about something. And so the practice of 3 acts of goodness, doing good deeds, speaking good words, and thinking good thoughts, allows the teacher to relate to the child in a manner that is kind and patient, okay, and not dismissive. Okay. Then on the other hand, you also see here a picture, a child that is eating and someone is helping him eat. And for sure, what he's eating is something that is nutritious. Therefore, as teachers, we promote the welfare of our stakeholders, okay, in a holistic manner. Now, in the level of community, TAG harnesses the spirit of cooperation and oneness in propagating indigenous crops to achieve sustainability and local productivity, while engaging learners in gardening and tree planting to balance ecology and beautify both home and learning environments. So you can see here the shiny, happy faces, the happy people with their crops, okay, their harvest, their bountiful harvest, and just about ready to take them home, okay, and share it with their families and with their communities. So with TAG, we also develop, okay, the discipline, the right mindfulness and consciousness to be more aware of how we practice, of how we go about our everyday. We learn to take care and nurture our environment as well, to have a balanced ecology, thus expanding the circle of care. We don't just focus on our immediate circle, but we expand the circle of care to accommodate not just ourselves, okay, our teachers, our families, our friends, other people, other community, and other sentient beings in the whole of ecology. So we are expanding the circle of care. And TAG teaches us, gives us the right mindfulness to do that, gives us the right disposition to be aware of these things. Okay, now for parents, TAG is a vehicle for children to bring home habits and discipline that are then taught to other siblings, doing good deeds, speaking good words, and thinking good thoughts. So it helps how we can relate within our families, of the bigger world, right? So if we set our relations with our families aright, then we are sure to have a good and wholesome relationship with the world outside. And so again, the practice of TAG enables us to do these things. All right, and so the teachers, Dr. Gisette is here, and maybe some other faculty members and students are familiar. For the teachers, the 3 acts of goodness is a primary vehicle for creating a better world through the cultivation of humanistic values that know how to listen deeply and touch both heart and mind with kindness and generosity, as exemplified by Venerable Master Hsing Yun's humanistic Buddhism. So already you can see the greatness of the heart of Venerable Master Hsing Yun. How vast is his vision, how far-reaching, right? He has the heart for the youth, okay? He educates them, all right? And make sure that no one is left behind. I mean, who would think of coming to the Philippines to begin with, right? We're so far away from, our culture is quite different from other cultures, but we're here and we're doing this and we're promoting the good. And what we're promoting goes beyond any form of brand of any religion, but it's actually the universal values of kindness, generosity, compassion. And these are values that are timeless and tenseless. It's universal. It's applicable to anyone, anywhere, anytime. And this is the 3 acts of goodness. This is the 4 givings. And this is what humanistic Buddhism is all about. All right, so moving forward, at this point, I would like to share with you something what's been going on lately in the last few months here in Cebu, particularly the collaboration between FGS Chuon Temple, that's actually where I am right now, and the Department of Philosophy of the University of San Carlos. For those of you who are teaching, you would know that we are encouraged to, aside from instruction, research, we have to have community extension service, right? And so for our department, we have partnered with Chuon Temple, and we are having this community extension service every month, every 3rd Sunday of the month from 2 to 4 in the afternoon, wherein we encourage the nearby children, youth of the barangay, and that's Barangay Guadalupe, Viorama, Banawa, and we gather in the temple. It's so amazing because a lot of people gather. They're so interested in what we're doing. Ages 4 years old with guardian, and all the way down 15, 17. And some single mothers and some others also join in. So what do we do? What do we use? As you can see in front of you, there's the book, Bodhi Serye, or it's really coming from the teleserye, so Bodhi Serye. So it's really the Bodhi tales. And what is the Bodhi tales? It's stories of wisdom, children's stories of wisdom, and it's actually lifted from the Body Light podcast series. So you can actually also access it online. There's a podcast for that. But here in Cebu, with the Department of Philosophy, we engage the students and the faculty. For the forms of community extension.
Sharing of the explaining the humanistic Buddhism and best tag practices. And there is a slight correction here. My apologies. Dr. Mage is the guest lecturer of Quang Minh College. Hello, Dr. Mage, are you back? Are you back? We're waiting. Also, Dr. Mage Purino is appointed as Academia Director of Humanistic Buddhism Center of the Philippines. She is also a graduate of master's degree in Humanistic Buddhism in Nantian Institute in Australia last year. Hello, Professor. Dr. Mage. Okay, I think the line, something is wrong. Okay, so now let's proceed to the next speaker. Everyone loves a story. And how do we promote the 3 acts of goodness? Through stories. So now let us invite Miss Chari Barba of the Plaridel Elementary School to share with us her body serie stories. Miss Barba, she is online.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. So good morning to all. I'm Sharimeji Barba, Tag Coordinator of Plaridel Elementary School, Division of Sagay City for 3 years. Our school is also privileged and grateful to be the recipient of the Fu Guangshan Foundation from Cycle 5 up until now, Cycle 8. Plaridel Elementary School is one of the medium schools in the division of Sagay City with 336 pupils for school year 2023-2024 from kindergarten to grade 6. Next, please. Based on the results of our reading and numeracy assessments in 2023, we found out that our students struggled with their reading and numeracy. Apparently, there is no comfortable space at the school where reading and learning will take place, which is why we decided to create a positive learning environment in school to encourage students to develop good study habits. And for TAG Cycle 8, our project entitled 3 Acts of Goodness, Learning Haven, Journey to Fluency, Nurturing Reading and Numeracy Skills for All. It will surely or greatly aids in filling the gap in reading and numeracy proficiency among students. It is a learning area where students can read or study in a comfortable setting during their spare time. This project can help shape our students' minds and hearts by instilling a love of reading and numeracy in them, as well as living the principles of the 3 acts of goodness, which are to do good deeds, speak good words, and think good thoughts. So along with my project for TAG Cycle 7, the 3 Acts of Goodness child-friendly hygiene kits for face-to-face classes, here are some of the highlights of activities I accomplished together with my TAG ambassadors, Girl Scout of the Philippines, and colleagues in school. So to start with the whole year activity, parents, junior Girl Scouts, and TAG ambassadors receive orientation for the ideals instilled by the 3 Acts of Goodness of being genuine and responsible for one's own health. So together with our public school district supervisor, we conducted a school learning action cell session on how we integrate the 3 Acts of Goodness into our class and other school activities. Also, the TAG ambassadors and volunteers from the community conducted a feeding program, storytelling, and a spelling contest in our adopted purok in Barangay Plaridel, Sagay City. My colleagues in school also supported the fundraising activities of the 3 Acts of Goodness through purchasing liquid dishwashing soap for the TAG Regalo at Barangay Vito, Sagay City that was conducted last December 2022. Our TAG ambassadors also support violence against women. They organized, next slide please. They organized a simple program to show their support and appreciation to some of the women in the community. Also, our students in our school practicing the bow as a simple way of greeting their teachers and visitors to show their respect. Next, please. Okay, TAG ambassadors also participated in our Girl Scouts of the Philippines Week celebration through their simple act of sharing their blessings with the kids in the community. So, kunting regalo para sa mga bata sa komunidad. They also have their Bible study with their fellow Girl Scout and TAG ambassadors twice a month. Also having a cleanup drive and planting of vegetables during the Environment Day. Next, please. They also practice TAG at home, not only in school, but also at home, through leading a rosary, praying before eating, helping with household chores, and spending quality time with their families. The dancing of the 3 Acts of Goodness is always performed in every school activity. Like, for example, during the Women's Day celebration, during our Elementary Day celebration, and other school activities. Next, please. And for our Cycle 7 project, as what I have said, it is about 3 Acts of Goodness child-friendly hygiene kits for face-to-face classes. So we distributed 15 sets of hygiene kits to every classroom. So, Buddhiseria being introduced to teachers and learners. The reading of Buddhiseria was also introduced to our learners and teachers at the beginning of the school year, this school year. Before classes begin in the morning or even in the afternoon, teachers read stories from Buddhiseria. For higher grades, they use the English version, and for the lower grades, the Tagalog version. And this would help the students understand the stories better. And some of the pupils in our school also borrow the book and bring it to their homes. They share and enjoy reading the stories with their family and friends at home. So after hearing the story, the learners were given the chance or the task to write their reflections after hearing the Buddhiseria stories and sharing them with the class. So please watch the next video.
The moral lesson I get from the story is we should not be jealous to anyone. Let us be contented and appreciate what we have celebrate others' success without feeling diminished.
So that is one reflection from our pupil from the story Jealousy is the key to jealousy for the weaknesses, I think. And next, there was a lot of impact on our teachers and learners after Bodhisattva was introduced to them. So I'm sharing with you guys the testimonies of one of our teachers and learners who used the Bodhisattva book. Please watch.
Reading stories with valuable lessons to my learners like Buddhist theory offers countless benefits. They help in developing their moral compass, nurturing empathy, and understanding of ethical choices. These stories stimulate their critical thinking, enhance language skills, and encourage discussion of complex topic in an engaging manner. Moreover, they can instill important values and principles, aiding in character development and shaping the learners into responsible and thoughtful individuals.
To another testimony from our learners.
Hearing stories from Bodhisattva have great values that are truly enriching. They provide us a window into different perspectives and teach us valuable lessons in a way that's engaging and memorable. And as a pupil, they inspire us to reflect on our own actions and choices, also guiding us towards our personal growth and understandings.
So before I end my presentation, let me take this opportunity to say thank you to Fu Guangshan Foundation on behalf of everyone at Lauderdale Elementary School and the Division of Sagay City. I wanted to extend our deepest gratitude for the incredible support you've given to us. Your generosity and unwavering dedication have had an immeasurable impact on our school and the community. It helped us create an environment where students thrive, learn, grow every day, and live accordingly to the principle of the 3 acts of goodness. Your kindness has opened doors for our students, providing them with opportunities that will shape their future. Thank you once again for standing by us and being an integral part of our journey. Together, we're making a difference, one student at a time. Thank you for Guangshan Foundation.
In the Zoom. So my name is Mr. Cesar Salbame Jr. I'm from Dagat-Dagatan Elementary School, SDO Nabotas. So allow me to share with you our experience in Bodhisattva and how this experience help us promote values education and literacy to our learners, teachers, and community. So before, our school was given a wonderful opportunity to help translate and record audiobooks for Bodhisattva podcast. Our history with Po Guangshan started way back in 2016. So next slide lang po. And next slide po. Apo. So me and my team were part of the first cycle of the 3 acts of goodness. Were given an opportunity to be part of the immersion training in 2018 in Taiwan. So this experience enabled us to be more compassionate on the actual needs of our learners even in times of pandemic. So what is Bodhisattva? So Bodhisattva is a collection of stories shared by Bodhilight Tales, as mentioned by the previous speaker. And these materials is instrumental in sharing wisdom and mindfulness. The stories are based on Venerable Master Hsing Yun and edited by the Pagwangshan Institute of Humanistic Buddhism Center for International Affairs and translated into Philippines native language for printing and recording of audiobooks. Sige po, next po. So, our school, Dagat-Dagatan Elementary School, again, we are so blessed to be part of the first cycle in 2016. And this experience led us to a series of achievements like we've been part of the immersion training in Taiwan. And in 2019 to 2020, even though we are not, we didn't submit, we didn't avail the fourth and fifth cycle or sixth cycle, still we integrate the values or the program of 3 acts of goodness in our programs, projects, programs, and activities. And in times of pandemic, so this experience enabled us to be more compassionate on the actual needs of our learners. And when pandemic happened, our division, SD on Nabotas, one of the division who are part of the simulation of distance learning, and our team, who are all TAG advocates, became part of the SDO Nabotas media team. So we are responsible for the documentation and live streaming of every programs, not only in our school, but in our division, especially the distribution of the well-known Nabo Box or Nabo School in a Box. So we also led our division. Sige po, next po. So we also led our division in converting materials in video lesson. So yan po yung mga experiences namin, the 3 acts of goodness learning experience. Sige po, next po. So we also led our division in converting materials in video lesson even before DepEd TV was born. So ginagawa na po namin ito bago pa po yung magkaroon ng DepEd TV. So this success was published in major news agency like Philippine Star, Manila Bulletin, and Daily Inquirer. So in 2021, when we are asked by Master Hsing in translating stories from the Body Light stories to Tagalog and provide voice talents for the podcast known as Bodhiserie. So we didn't hesitate and commit ourselves in this program because just like Pogwangshan Foundation, we are also aware of the increase in the learning poverty of our learners. Sige po, next po. So yan po yung aming journey po sa recording. So yung the learning poverty of our learners increased from 69.5%. So this data came from the World Bank. In 2019, 69.5%, and in 2021, it's 91%. It means that 9 out of 10 Filipino learners are unable to learn or to read simple text, which is supported by the studies made by other agency. And sige po, next po. And based on the recommendation, there are 3 things that we need to remember why we need to focus on reading. First, reading proficiency is easily understood, a way to measure learning. Number 2, reading is a student's gateway to learning in every other learning area. And number 3, reading proficiency can serve as proxy for foundational learning in other subjects. Next slide. So as teachers, we witness that. Next slide po. Sige pa po. Yan. So as teachers, we witness how distance learning modality makes learners lose interest in reading. And now is the time for us to bounce back and provide reading materials that aims to entertain, promote values, and educate. Sige ba, next slide po. So we need to also to consider the generation of learners that we have. So they are known to be generation Alpha. So these kind of learners are more on techie. So they are well versed in using technology in their own learning. Next po. So we realize how in that experience, now we realize that we need to make our reading materials digitized. So here are some of the reasons. First is that to address the learning gap in literacy, enhance the reading experiences of all learners, make accessible reading resources, and promote digital literacy, and improve learner psychosocial needs. Now the question is what is the advantage of using Bodhisattva stories in promoting values education in our schools? First is for moral development. Bodhisattva center around ethical or moral themes, helping children understand virtues like honesty, kindness, and responsibilities. Stories with strong moral message can teach valuable life lessons and help shape a child's character. Second is empathy and understanding. So the stories from the Bodhisattva, it contains diverse characters facing different challenges. And this can encourage empathy and understanding in children as they relate to the characters' experiences, fostering a more inclusive worldview. Third is the language development. So not only by reading, but also in listening to Bodhisattva materials, it exposes children to a variety of vocabulary and language structures, and they can learn new words and phrases while engaging with stories that have meaningful and relatable content. Number 4 is more on emotional intelligence. So some of the characters in the Bodhisattva offers different experiences and range of emotions that allows learner to understand and manage their feelings. Number 5 is critical thinking. So Bodhisattva materials present moral compass, prompting children to think critically about the characters and decisions and their consequences. This helps in developing their analytical and decision-making skills. Next slide. So last month, we celebrate the Filipino Values Month and the Reading Month. So in our school, we mobilize our TAG ambassadors, our set of learners, and implement our program called Little Teachers. So they go in every classroom and spreading the values of 3 acts of goodness to every learners. And also some of the TAG ambassadors were also became voice talents for the season 2 of Bodhisattva audiobooks. So Bodhisattva stories can help shape. So Bodhisattva stories can help shape children's moral compass, fostering empathy, enhancing language skills, and promoting critical thinking, all contributing to their overall development. So allow me to end my message by saying a quote from one of the episode of Bodhisattva Season 2, Episode 15. Kung saan ako rin po yung nag-host doon at nag-record. Tulad ng sinabi ni Venerable Master Hsing Yun, gumamit ng isang mabait, mahabagin na puso upang pangalagaan ang lahat ng may buhay. Gumamit ng mabait, mahabagin na mga mata upang tingnan ang lahat ng mga bagay. Gumamit ng mabait, mahabagin na mga salita upang magalak at purihin ang iba. Gumamit ng mabait, mahabagin na mga kamay upang gumawa ng mabuting gawa. And this is how we end the Bodhisattva recording. Ako, si Kuya Cesar, at maraming salamat sa pakikinig ng Bodhisattva. Mag-subscribe sa Bodhisattva at abangan ng aming susunod pang mga kwento. Naway mapuno ang araw mo ng happiness at wisdom. Thank you po, Guangshan, and mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Thank you very much, Mr. Salvame, for this wonderful sharing on the importance of reading. Pakinggan natin si Kuya Cesar. And the last but not the least, may we invite, I hope we still have time, our TAG co-ambassador, Mr. Junrei Alayakyak, to sing a song for us or lead us for singing TAG song.
Okay. Good morning po sa lahat. Good afternoon na pala. Maayong buntag. So actually, I prepared the presentation for today. Konting-konti na lang po matatapos na tayo, but please allow me to share my content and I'll be very fast as I can. Tingnan muna natin. So ako po si Junrei Alayakyak from Guangming College, Cebu, and also the director of Siddhartha the Musical. It's the flagship musical play of Fo Guangshan. No? So I was asked to report about 3 acts of goodness. And before anything else, I'd like to say Merry Christmas muna sa lahat ng nandito sa Zoom natin. And also a very important imagery I want to share to everybody from Fo Guangshan to you, that here is our Venerable Master Hsing Yun, no? Always promoting coexistence and unity amongst others. And then there is Venerable Yung Kwang of Fo Guangshan, Philippines, no? That also is also carrying on projects, providing the coexistence, no, and unity here in Cebu and in the Philippines. So I just thought that it's a very important imagery that I should present to everybody, most especially sa mga, most especially to our participants who are our awardees were first time to be engaged in humanistic Buddhism. Now, our objectives for today, if my time pa tayo, is sana to introduce the songs of the 3 acts of goodness and maybe to present to you the songs and the various religious ideologies, and then tag in modern day society, and of course, the various tag programs in Cebu. Now, here are the three acts of goodness, as you already know, are the do good deeds, speak good words, and think good thoughts. It's coined by Venerable Master Hsing Yun, and that was profoundly explained by our speakers on the previous hours of the day. So I don't have to delve into that. And the Sanhao songs, translated in English as 3 acts of goodness songs, were composed by Venerable Yung Kwang. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. So here the Sanhao song. Actually, as you may notice in the lyrics na ito ay very repetitive in nature. 3 acts of goodness brings us love and peace. And then it also mentions there the speak good words, think good thoughts, and do good deeds. At maraming versions po ng 3 acts of goodness songs meron tayo. And I believe that our Fo Guangshan Philippines, Manila, can give us an access of or a Google Drive of those songs. Ayan, ito po. So almost all of the different songs have the same lyrics that says 3 acts of goodness promotes love and peace in the world. Now, why 3 acts of goodness songs? Well, there are 3 things that that features this song that makes us really special. Number 1, it's short. And then number 2, it's anchored in humanistic values. And then again, it's very repetitive in nature. Allow me to expound why are these features really good, for us to practice, not only in the communities, but also in the home setting. Here are the 3 acts of goodness. And let's just say there are several ideologies or religious ideologies that's in our society right now. In Buddhism, there is Eightfold Path. In Christianity, the 10 Commandments. In Islam, there are 75 good commandments from the Quran. And then you can easily just divide them, integrate them or compartmentalize them into 3 acts of goodness. Say, for example, think good thoughts. Nandyan yung sa Buddhism, right view, right understanding, right mindfulness. In Christianity naman, there are mandates of the Christian church or the commandments of God. You can integrate there. And also, Islam provides several commandments that talks about thinking good thoughts. And speaking good words, right speech, you can also see there Buddhism, Christianity, and Islam have their own ways of telling their followers about this, about speaking right to other people. And of course, the do good deeds. I will not expound into this, but I just want to emphasize that, although 3 acts of goodness, think good thoughts, speak good words, and do good deeds are like a very simple formula that we could repeat every day over and over again. But, there are a lot of underlying commandments or values that is in it. And it's very highly adaptable. That makes it, that provides a ground or a platform for unity in school. Especially, we're also promoting inclusivity in schools right now. So, ayun, I just want to say that I am a Catholic boy. I was raised as a Catholic boy. Perhaps ako ay isang sacristan when I was younger. That's for 7 years. When I entered Fo Guangshan, I was not really culture shocked, of the ways, because yun nga naman, pwede naman talaga siyang yung mga ways at values ng each religion. You can actually, it's presented the same. It is the same, but it's presented in various forms. So that gave me a lot of confidence, following the 3 Acts of Goodness program, and of course the Fo Guangshan. A lot of our students from Guangming College are from various religious and cultural denominations, and we are living, our type of life, our operational process is anchored to 3 Acts of Goodness. That's why we have promoted peaceful living inside our grounds. Now, so what are the benefits of the repetitions of these words in a song? According to Hutchins and Palmer, repetition in songs provide ease of processing, referred to as processing fluency. When you give an ideology or a concept, a value, or let's say values, hindi naman yan kaagad na absorb. It's not automatically absorbed by our students, pupils in one run. But as you get to recite it over and over again, it makes the processing fluency or the instilling of those values to the minds and ways of our pupils become a little bit easy. And repetition is one of the most important variables utilized in lexicography, the study of vocabulary and of language. It's interesting note that although 3 Acts of Goodness is written in English, we also have participants and students from outside the country who are Mandarin speakers who wants to learn English. And the first step of them learning English is actually through learning the 3 Acts of Goodness songs. And it has become a very good strategy for us to communicate to them, even though they're Mandarin speakers, and also to communicate initially the good words, the good things in communication. So, not only 3 Acts of Goodness song, but any song that's being repeated, especially when it's pronounced well, becomes a practice, for mastery for our pupils. That's those are the benefits of repetitions, in a song. So that's one of the qualities of our 3 Acts of Goodness songs. Now, ito naman, I saw it on YouTube.
3 acts of goodness, bring us love and peace. 3 acts of goodness, bring us love and peace.
Another way for us to use 3 Acts of Goodness
bring us love and peace. Can you tell me how
to practice every day. It was uploaded by Ms. Rema Aguirre. And then, as you can see there, the movements are being modernized in our girls' school. And modern, perhaps the steps here, the tiny steps you see in big ones. And then I think that's a very good way for us to adapt the 3 Acts of Goodness song into a more modern context. Here's another one. I don't know if you can hear it.
Bring us love and peace.
Yes.
3 acts of goodness.
So, parang pa-contest ata ito ng ating tag coordinators. So, it provides more engagement. So, if we also integrate a different form, another form aside singing the song. In this case, using dance. Okay, ito naman is another way of using the 3 Acts of Goodness song as info.
Three acts of goodness, bring us love and peace. Three acts of goodness, bring us love and peace. Do good deeds, you do good deeds, do good deeds. Speak good words, you speak good words, speak good words. Think good thoughts, you think good thoughts, you think good thoughts. Three acts of goodness, bring us love and peace.
Three acts of goodness, bring us
That's
love
the
and
actual
peace.
duration
Three acts of goodness, bring us love
that
and
we can make
peace.
sure that can answer
Three acts of goodness, bring us
instead of
love and
using the happy
peace.
birthdays.
Three acts of goodness, bring us love and
Okay, there are a lot of videos and infographics, info videos online that you can actually get if you want. You can just go to our page, Guangming College Cebu, and there is a playlist there on Three Acts of Goodness. So here you can see info videos on what are the ways to think good thoughts, the ways to do good deeds, and the ways to speak good words to other people. So just search on YouTube Guangming College Cebu, and on the playlist of Three Acts of Goodness, you may find all those materials. Please feel free to use this in your schools, or perhaps make this a daily reminder before the flag ceremony, and just to remind our students of the tag, or the Three Acts of Goodness. Ito naman is quite interesting. We have managed to integrate Three Acts of Goodness in some of our operational works in the school. And even what we're seeing here right now is the memorandum of agreement between our artists and the school. No, that's just for Siddhartha the musical. Again, because the tag kind of provides a more comprehensive, a simpler idea of a lot of ideas that would represent a lot of ideas when you do operational works. So that's it. I will not show this video anymore. This video is available in the site I just presented a while ago. And ito naman ay teachers training for Three Acts of Goodness. All right. Now, aside from integrating it in papers and in the operation system, we also have adapted Three Acts of Goodness in our vision mission of a new program called Venerable Master Hsing Yun Center. So just to make sure that all of our movements is anchored to the principle of the Three Acts of Goodness. Now, here are some of the activities in Cebu that we do anchoring on Three Acts of Goodness. So we have here community engagement. So performing arts outreach, we go to several divisions under Department of Education Region 7 to teach them Three Acts of Goodness. No? It's actually advocacy theater using Three Acts of Goodness as part of the solution of their identified problems in the community. And it's been going very well, and we have visited several communities already. And then also another practice that we do is the activity that we do is a mindfulness practice. Now, these are teaching mindfulness, meditation, and concepts of centering to schools and also in the workplace. You see here some of the pictures. So I think we can make this possible to other divisions as well, and try to study how to go about it. And of course, using Dharma or Three Acts of Goodness through arts, no? Integrating Three Acts of Goodness in singing and in dancing, and even the choices of the songs and choices of the dance. And then there are also non-performing arts opportunities of Three Acts of Goodness. Annually, we held this Three Acts of Goodness International Microfilm Contest. And the Philippines have been participating in that. And I hope we could make a way for the participation of the Department of Education. Maybe create a local contest here in the Philippines for microfilm, and the winning entry could represent the Philippines, for the international contest. And there's also visual arts, and the annual Sounds of the Human World or Three Acts of Goodness song competition is also a song competition that's done internationally, participated by several countries. of songs about 3 acts of goodness. The original compositions po ito. And I hope we could also make a way to create a local competition before, and then the winning could be, could be sent to the international competition. So I'd like to also present to you Siddhartha Theatre Ensemble, or this is the group that's founded in 2007 and currently running as a musical play that talks about the life of Siddhartha, Prince Siddhartha, and his journey to enlightenment. Now, the musical play is an all-Filipino production, and through the support of Venerable Master Hsing Yun and Venerable Yung Kwang, the play have been performing up until now and has done 187 performances in 15 countries. No, those were the flags that represent the country where we had performances. That includes the United States, the South America, and Japan, Taiwan, and Australia, the Oceania. Here are the members of our cast, and every year we held auditions, for Siddhartha the Musical. That is open to everyone who are interested, not only in Cebu, but also to other islands as well. Now, the musical play, again, has been to 15 countries. And one of the few milestones we have achieved is, it's the first all-Filipino production to perform in the theater at Soler in 2018. That's quite an achievement because most of the performances in the that's held in Soler are, Broadway performances. And it was also performed as an off-Broadway show in Manhattan, in New York. And a first Filipino production performed in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and Buenos Aires, Argentina. Here are some of the pictures of Siddhartha the Musical. So you can see this and okay, here are the training programs naman. So we gather 3 acts of goodness. We gather like students from the community who are willing to undergo the 3 acts of goodness training program under Siddhartha the Musical, and so far our first batch have been very successful. Yeah, these are several workshops that we do for international students, and of course all of our ways and all of our choices in terms of material are anchored in 3 acts of goodness. And I think that's all.
Thank you very much, Sir Jun Ray, for your presentation. As we end our activity today, we would like to thank our partners from different parts of the Philippines, from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Please wave your hands. Thank you for joining us. And let us keep on being a light to everyone. Thank you once again. And may God and Blue Buddha bless you all. Mabuhay!
Open your heart and let the feelings inside with all
girls they should learn to let go, to see through life, and they will be full of hope. We need to learn to be selfless to own more, and the world will be more than just imagination.
有方法就有办法，有方法就有办法。Oh, money bed me home. Oh, money bed me home. Oh, money bed me home. Oh, money bed me home.
The time has come to realize without world peace we can't survive. Our past is one that's filled with war. Compassion is what we're looking
This is our first time competing here in Japan in the cheerleading world competition. It's not didn't come easy. We didn't have enough time to prepare, but we were blessed to be to win 4 awards for this international competition.
We would like to thank Venerable Master Hsing Yun for supporting us in every step of the way, especially to Venerable Yongguang for supporting
which is strong, and give some respect for this earth. For all of mankind we will serve.
吹拂着微风，仰望着天空，心中的热情正在蠢蠢欲动，享受着平静，脚踩着大地，相信的力量，准备付诸实行。
无私奉献成就大众的需要，我想要散播欢喜和微笑，跨出这一步，你我都做得到。我相信佛光将会普照，我们要努力去承担，勇敢地表现自己，菩萨心和青年历史，青春智慧朝气，用慈悲清净波蕊的心，传人间温情，点燃青年力，展现菩萨心，是拥抱热情，向信仰前进。